Hey everybody, Jason here. Hey, listen, little shout out and a heads up that I'm finishing up Wealth Coffee Chats. Yeah, I know I can hear you being sad about that already. On the 19th of December, I'm going to have a bit of a break. I'm sure you are too. And I'll be starting back. So finishing on the 19th and starting back on the 23rd of January. But don't fear, never fear. We have chosen, we've grabbed the best of this year. And we're going to be doing some replays, live replays. I don't know. Does that make sense? Live replays. Anyway, we're going to do some reminders of some of the best content of this year so you can get your fix over the break and maybe refresh, remind yourself, focus in on the things that we had some aha moments throughout the year, some real, understandings of what it takes to become a property investor. You guys know the drill. We've got a couple of sayings around here. This thing's a marathon, not a sprint. And, you need to buy something well and don't bloody sell. Anyway, there you go, folks. Merry Christmas. Have an awesome, awesome break. Happy New Year. And look forward to catching up with you when I kick off again in January on the 23rd, 2023. And I'm theming this one, the best year yet. What's your word? What's your theme for 2023? Have you been thinking about it yet? Or maybe have a thought about that over the break. Anyway, folks, really appreciate you hanging out, spending time, being there each morning with the Wealth Coffee Chats, and I look forward to doing more with you next year at the same time on the same bat channel, but we might freshen up the look. Anyway, there you go. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And bye for now.
Morning. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat. James, fast on the typing this morning. Good to see you, mate. Welcome, folks. Good to see a bunch on early already. Alvin, howdy. Hope you're all awesome and well, wherever you are. Another Wealth Coffee Chat. October 19, Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. Joel. Hey, someone's coming all the way from Perth. Hey, Joel. Good to see you, mate. We haven't caught up for a while, mate. We are. Hey, listen, Joel. Let the Queenslanders know, and hey, maybe the rest of you, anyone else, if you're interested. We're going to have a live get-together mentoring, a little bit of a Christmas mentoring. We're going to have a live get-together. We're going to stream it out, but we're going to get together with some people up in Brisbane. If you're up for it, let me know. Whale sharks today. Whale sharks. Jeff, usually the whale sharks are over in Exmouth in WA. Where are you? Oslob. Crikey, where the hell's that, Jeff? Good to see you here anyway, mate. Good to see you. Yes, Joel, let's do it. Donna, good morning to you. Hey, a bunch of you guys online this morning, so great to see you. I'll do the quick intros while the old internet is warming up and doing its thing. You know that. Most of you know my name's Jason Whitten, and if you don't, there you go. Jeff's in for Christmas too. Sweet as, man. Should be a good time. If you're new around here, say hello. Oh, Philippines. There you go. That's right. You were in the Philippines yesterday too. Probably be there for a couple of days. If you're new, say hello in the chat. Morning to you, Alison. But if you're new, let us know who you are, what you're doing, where you're coming in from. You might be one of our new mentoring clients. Thanks for joining. You're in good hands. You're in good stead. Every morning, I do a briefing with you and the rest of our crazy cool crew, our mentoring crew, and we just keep an eye on things. We keep our momentum going. This is what's called a Wealth Coffee Chat. Every week, Sam does a podcast, deep dives into the Australian property market. Every fortnight, every 2 weeks, we do a mentoring night with guests and training. And every month we do a coaching call. Man, I tell you, our coaching and mentoring program is insane when it comes to the value and the conversations we get to have with you guys. Anyway, a little bit of a promotion this morning, but if you haven't got yourself organised to chat to one of our coaches, leave us a comment in the chat if you're keen. Anyway, Deepak, good morning all the way from Cairns. Joel, thanks, brother. Listen, there's lots of information out there, but today I want to talk. I don't want to sort of drill down into the nitty-gritty details, I want to sort of zoom up a little bit and see if we can't go big picture. I've got 15 minutes to do this today, so I think, I don't know, I don't think we're going to do it in 15 minutes. What do you guys reckon? I haven't even bloody said hello yet, and we're 10 minutes in. There you go. Well, let's dive into it. Let's do big picture, and these 9 pieces of the puzzle that have really come to fruition after sort of 20 years of coaching and helping property investors across Australia and New Zealand. All right. I'm going to zoom through it. I reckon I'm going to set myself a goal. Anyway, we'll see. But, for many of us, the idea of having financial success, right? The idea of financial success is kind of like a strange, weird thing. We're not taught it at school. We're not, parents don't talk about it often. It's not a subject that gets a lot of focus. And I want to talk to you guys about what I've learned coaching with my coaches, thousands and thousands, over 10,000 people one-on-one coaching. And also personally, the things that have helped me create, a pretty cool bit of financial success when it comes to, the world of investing, the world of money, the world of financials. I'm going to change this to that when we come to the world of what we're up to. Financial success. What is at the heart of this piece of the puzzle when it comes to making this work? Well, there's 3 pieces of this financial success metric that we need to understand, okay? Okay, what's the number one thing? What's the number one influencing factor? It starts with a why. You guys might be able to guess this. Chuck it in the chat if you think you know it. What's the number one, the creme de la creme influencing factor when it comes to financial success? Financial success. Is it the property markets? Is it politicians? Is it finance? Is it, luck? What is it? Starts with why. The number one influencing factor that will create financial success or ruin financial success. What is it? Chuck it in the chat if you know what it is. Oh, yields, Joel. Okay. Now we're getting a little bit down in the details. Yield. Yep, Alison nailed it. It's you folks, you. Now listen, I can tell you right now, James is on it, Alvin's on it. Yes, boom, you've got to decide, right? You've got to decide what you're going to do, and you have to stick with it, ladies and gents. Like, the number one influencing factor in success when it comes to financial success is you. Nothing else. Nobody else is going to have any more impact in your life other than you. The decisions you make, the direction you go in, the things that you do, what you think, how you behave, all of those things. So we'll talk about that. Number one. The second most influencing thing in financial success is what? Anyone know? You. And then the next most thing that can influence your success or failure starts with an I. Anyone know what that might mean? Might be? Put that one in the chat. Yeah, I think, well, we might have to speed this up. Be quick with your typing, you lot. I. Income. No. It's attached to income, James. Implement, we've got somewhere else. Intelligence, yeah, you've got to be smart, that's for sure. But let me tell you, team, you've got to invest. Like, it makes sense, right? This is like, I've had so many people talk hot air and sunshine and bullshit and whatever. And I'm like, how many properties have you bought, You get these experts who talk, shit about markets going up, down, sideways, best property to buy, best shares to buy. And you're like, how many have you got, mate? And you're like, oh, well, I've got one. You're like, holy dooly, right? Seriously. You have got to invest. End of story. It's simple. This is big picture today. I'm talking about, the big clunky rocks that go clunk. You have got to decide. You've got to get with the program. And you've got to put your money to work. You've got to put you to work. You've got to put your money to work. You've got to invest. However, investing, you've decided to invest, there is something that you must have an awesome time. Well, Joel's on time. That's part of the process, Joel, but it's not this tea here. All right, what do you think it is? Anyone know what it is? You have got to decide to invest, and you need a good, what do you need? You need an absolute, amazing, cracking, off the charts team. This is the three big pieces. Boom, team, folks. Right, I'm telling you, you are the number one influencing factor. You know, excuse the French here, get your shit together and keep it together, right? Decide, go in a direction and stick with it. You've got to decide to invest. Put your money somewhere, okay? It's got to go to work, and you need an amazing team, the right team who are going to support you to do that, because it is virtually, it's absolutely impossible for you to do it by yourself. You can't do it. You can't do it. What is going on there? So let's have a bit of a look at this. Let's go. Let's go and let's go do this. I'm going to try and... All right, so you, at the top here, you know, we want to understand what you need. What are the things that you need to bring to this game, this financial success? You need to invest. You need a great team. That gives you financial success. All right, and at the heart of this thing, what will that do if you get this right? Okay, that's going to give you time. Okay, it's going to give you, hopefully you can read that. That says choice, by the way. And you will be able to make a massive difference in your life, others, whatever it might be. So at the top, thanks, Edward. Yeah, you're already getting into those top ones. All right, what do we need? You need to set a goal. If you don't have something to aim at, what do they say? I think I said it yesterday. Confucius says, aim at nothing, you're sure to hit it. You have a goal, whatever that goal might be. Financial freedom by the age of 45. Buy a house by next year. Take a trip. Start a business. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Set the goal. You've got to decide. Get on with it, right? You need to build your knowledge. Totally, 100%. Edward's onto it. Mate, you need to build your knowledge continuously. Now, I'm 30 years into building my knowledge. Matter of fact, we all start at school, so maybe even call it 50 years, 49 years. Not 50 yet, Jason, 49. Right, building your knowledge. You know what? This frustrates the crap out of me. I meet people and I'm like, when was the last time you did a course, a program, educated yourself? Like, oh, I did uni once, or I did my high school degree. And I'm like, holy shit, like you're 45 years old, so that's 27 years ago was the last time you purposefully educated yourself. Like, you know, you're 27 years behind, mate, all right? That's why I love our coaching and mentoring program. We're staying on track every day with these Wealth Coffee Chats. Stay on track, Jason, you've got 6 minutes. All right, knowledge. We need knowledge, team, right? And the last one here, the R is resources, right? You need resources. Like I've met so many people who've got these big goals. They're fairly learned, but they're busted ass broke. They don't want to do a job. You know, they've got no money. Like it's just like, mate, you know, you want to create all this stuff, but you haven't got any resources, or you're not connecting with resources. Get with the program. All right. What can we invest in, team? You know, you guys know this. This is really simple, right? This is really simple. At the end of the day, you can invest in property. You can invest in some shares. Trying to write on upside down. And you can invest in business, right? Your business or someone else's business. Get things going, right? And what makes all the difference when it comes to how you invest, the outcome, what you get, is your team. Your team needs to be experienced, So they need to live, eat and breathe in that thing that they do. An accountant, a property manager, a share broker, whatever it might be, they need to be experienced not only in the field, but they need to be experienced in doing it themselves. Like, what do they say? Listen, you don't trust a skinny cook, right? Right? If the cook doesn't eat their own food, why would you buy it from them, right? And it's the same with your experts, all right? They need to be experts in their field, all right? Absolute, focus, experts, awesome at what they do. And this is the last one. This is actually the most important one here. They need to be all on the same page, right? I see this all the time. You'll get someone who wants to invest in some property, which is awesome. You go organize that. You think, I'm going to build my property portfolio. Then you go to your accountant and say, I'm going to buy a property. And they're like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Once upon a time, I heard someone, lost their shirt. And they're like, oh, are you kidding me? How many properties do you own, Mr. Accountant? Oh, none. Well, you're asking the wrong person. Shut up. And as a matter of fact, you're fired. I'm not using you because you're not the type of accountant that I need. All right? Don't ask people who aren't on the same page. If you're decided property and shares and business, whatever it is, I don't care. I'm not a big speculator. Like Alison said there, crypto and gold. I prefer to sort of sink my teeth into the bits that I can really get my head around. Get them on the same page, team, as we go. All right. So there we go. Oh, I've got 3 minutes. I think I've even done some time today. So what does it mean? What does it mean all up? This is you. You create a strategy for yourself, understanding your goals, knowledge and resources. Your team, a coach, somebody can help you accelerate that for sure. For sure, always encourage that one. Over here, this is where we get tactical. All right, tactical. I'm going to buy a property. That's a tactical conversation, right? Yes, there might be a little bit of strategy on how you go about it, but really at the end of the day, let's not confuse the big picture. That's a tactical maneuver, all right? And over here, this is your team, implement. They help you implement the conversation. And this, ladies and gents, is the secret sauce. Let's be honest. If you are clear about your goals, the knowledge you need, or you continue to educate yourself and you understand how and what your resources mean, you can create with the right person a great strategy to invest in property or shares or business, work out the tactical maneuvers on that sort of stuff, and then deploy and choose the right team who are going to do those things at the right time well for you. And long term, this is kind of like, 15, 20 year, plan, and they can implement that for you. What's that going to do? It's going to give you time. It's going to give you choice. It makes a difference, equaling financial success. There you go. There you go. That's it. Oh, I did it, Joel. I did it. Anyway, we went fast today. Hopefully that was useful. Don't underestimate how simple this might be. You're like, oh yeah, that was pretty simple as you go. Yeah, tactical. Right, absolutely, Alison. So there you go. All right, folks, well, that's it. Wealth Coffee Chat done and dusted. I finished on time today, 8:29, maybe even 1 minute early. Good to see all of you guys here today. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me. I didn't think I could do it either, Joel, but there you go. Surprised myself. Thanks for joining me today on a Wealth Coffee Chat. Join me again tomorrow for another one. On Thursday, Thankful Thursday. We'll see how we go. As always, if there's something that's on your mind, leave us a comment in the chat. I'll see it online, and I'll create a little bit of Wealth Coffee Chat around it if it makes sense. All right, team. You guys be awesome. Be well. Wealth Coffee Chat done and dusted. Remember, this thing's a marathon, not a sprint. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. And when you're out there, doesn't matter what you buy, I think, shares, property or business, buy them well. And listen, don't sell. Don't sell. Keep good things for a long time. Anyway, that's it. I'm rabbiting on now. I'm done and dusted. You guys be awesome. Be well. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.